Welcome, one and all, to Radiance. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic day today. We're back with the Radiance crew in the middle of a perilous battle. So I'm going to go ahead and ping them now and let them know that I'm unmuting and that I'm about to be gracing them with my presence. Hi, Mr. Aya. Hello. Hello, everybody. Exciting week ahead. Exciting week ahead. We've got Radiance today. We've got Goblins of Io tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST. And then Thursday is our big 9-hour Act 2 finale with the fight against Cosmikara. Big week. We'll talk more about that after the session. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How y'all? How y'all doing?
Hi. Good.
Awesome.
Yeah, animals.
Who's animals? What?
You are a monkey.
Yeah, you're literally monkey, dude.
Oh, monkey.
Monkey. This is my first time talking today. My apologies.
That's too real.
I know. I was gonna say, you ever
This is
like
the first time words have left my mouth today.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, it is. It
Have you ever
literally
gone
is that.
like a whole day without talking?
Well, I know I've been up for only like a couple of hours, but I mean, like, sometimes you don't even think about it because you're like either typing or you're playing something, and then you go to stream and you're like, hey, and you're like, well,
speak your first word. Gotta get the cobwebs out.
exactly.
Hey.
Sometimes I'll do auditions after, like, not long after I wake up, and I'm like, whoa.
Whoa.
Like, oh, never mind, I gotta come back to it.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa. 1 second. Let me actually get this overlay going. But yeah. So just as a recap, last session, you guys initiated combat with a fearsome foe at the bottom of this scary, creepy, spooky church that you guys have been exploring. And you're currently in the middle of that. Resources, I believe, drained, but progress being made against
Not
this
all.
fearsome
Please,
creature.
sir, spare a
I'm
crumb
pretty
of spell slot.
tapped. Yeah.
It's
Don't
empty,
call
yeah.
my house creepy. Ah, I'm gonna remodel. It's fine.
This bitch
Live
empty.
here?
Let me go ahead and
Bitch,
get it.
Do you live like this?
Looking at my character sheet. Yeet.
I'm ready to go.
I got this
That's
wand of acid splash.
That's true. You have
I
a
should splay.
Acid splash.
acid
Acid.
I'm sorry, I killed the plot hook.
There is no apologies. Never
Surely we've
apolo-
got. We'll figure it out. Some kind of communicate with dead, or I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
Happy
no
birthday to
apologies.
Actually, if we stay long enough, we can learn that.
yeah. Oh, do me a favor, Lawlman.
Ah.
Go into your user settings of your voice and video.
Afterman's in.
Do you have echo cancellation on under voice processing?
No, but I had noise reduction on, and also I have a high attenuation on my XLR.
Oh, okay, so you might want to turn that off.
Lower that.
What's
Hello?
happening?
Because you were doing a little
That'll be better.
Yeah, it was cutting your audio. Discord went through a weird update and it's fucked with everybody's audio, unfortunately.
Yeah, they changed the color of the logo, and it's all gone downhill.
No, that was the fucked up thing. They were like, we went through some changes. We changed the logo. And I'm like, okay. And then everyone's Discord sounds
Everything
different.
else. Yeah.
And I'm just looking around like, hey, Discord, did you maybe, I don't know.
Nope. Just the logo color. Smile.
Forgot to mention a few things, buddy. Jesus Christ. That's literally what happened. So it's like my audio's been
This should
fucky.
be better, yeah?
Yeah, it's good. It's good, man.
Yeah.
But when you run a D&D show and you're talking to 20 different people, you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, Discord fucked up.
Everything's different now.
Discord fucked up. I can point it out. I've got data. To prove it. So
I got VODs.
I got VODs, dude. Nope, that is a different view. That is an old. Sorry, I'm looking. I selected the wrong view.
Yes. Pokemon D&D. We tricked you.
Dude, that would be actually pretty. I have thought about that before, but I also realized that would be like a thing that'd be cool for like 2, maybe 3 sessions before it's like, all right, we get it.
Yeah.
All right, man.
We get it. You're playing Pokemon. Okay.
Aight. So exactly. Some of your tokens, by some of you, I mean Bophides, Petra, when you select your token, look to the upper left, and you will actually see that you have macros assigned.
Shit.
I've learned how to do macros in roll 20.
Thank you for giving me my only macro, Eldritch Blast. That's all I'll ever need.
Where am I looking?
So if you select your
corner.
token, you'll look up to the top left corner. You'll see both of these two and smite
Oh,
for you.
Sweet.
Now, all of you do not have this, and more importantly, not more importantly. I'm sorry, that's the wrong thing.
More importantly,
yeah. It's I say that a lot, and I realize the meaning is not what I'm trying to say.
all characters are equal, but
Yeah.
some characters are more equal.
More equal than others. Yes, yes.
Exactly. The focus for now, Sachi, for some weird reason, I created a wild firebolt for you, but when you select your token, your macros do not show up. I don't know why that is, but I did build a wild firebolt macro that should save you some time whenever you cast it, if you'd like me to be the one that presses the button. So
How do I use it?
well, you just go, I'll cast wild firebolt, and then I'll press the button for you if you would like, and then
Oh, okay.
check this out. Boom. So, as you see here, that is your attack roll modifier.
Wait. I'm gonna need to pull out the magnifying glass for this and
Oh boy.
a notepad. Okay.
Okay. What do you mean? What are you trying to tell me right now, oh, man?
Now, it seems here the magic attack roll of 26 with the wild modifier of 4 made the damage of 1, 6 fire damage.
No. If so, what it is the wild modifier is 4, so you go down to the 4 section and you dealt 21 points of damage. That's how.
I think I
Nice.
cut off in another message.
Yeah, I got caught off another message. It's good to know. These are things that obviously
Learning.
I'm learning.
I see how it works.
Yeah.
learning.
I'm learning.
Indeed.
One day I'll
Yeah.
teach Brett how to put gifts in the chat of roll 20.
No. We don't need to worry about all that. But yeah, so I was working on with macros last night, and I was like, oh, let me just try and get this established really freaking quickly so we can save some time in future encounters. I know I'm a year too late, but here we are. So yes, macros. I have figured out finally how to do macros, and that's what I'll set it for everyone. And I'll figure out why, because I literally have this. Maybe it might be just because the command's too big. So I'll experiment around with it, Sachi. And then everyone else will have their own like typical macros, and then I'll recruit Summer and be like, Summer, you do all this, and then she'll be like, what? And I'll be like, yeah, that's right. And then I put her in roll 20 jail to make macros for all the tokens. Suffer, dude. All right. So with that, what is happening? Am I on the wrong? Oh, I'm on the wrong view. My bad.
Go to view.
I had my DM view, but it wasn't moving around on the screen. I was like, what is happening here? So yes, you've explored down the depths of this church, which you believe has some connection to Leesk's past that has been locked away. Descending down into the church and facing off against vile monstrosities that wander the hall, you have vanquished the foes, but at a cost of the resources that each of you are slowly becoming tapped away from. You eventually get over to the chamber where a wooden door bars your way. You knock it down, open it up essentially, where a mad priest greets you with a day golem abomination. This creature strikes first with a surprise attack, stabbing you with a sort of blood-like piercing attack. At that point, Nisa rushed in to fight off against the priest. Familiar with foes that have been more fearsome than this, you immediately go in with a tenacity, a ferocity. You strike the priest down. And you stab him once. He goes, ah! And then you stab him again, dealing the finishing blow. He's hovering over the pool and then gets tossed down with his very...
Him into the pool of blood 300 style. Ah!
Yeah, and then you looked up and you said, fuck the plot. No, I'm kidding. That's not what happened. That is not what happened.
Exactly how I remember.
Wait, I remember. No, Nisa, Nisa did good. It's fine. That's deep.
Great. Clap hands and
Yeah.
stairs.
Woo! Yeah, no. Like I said, no apologies necessary. You do what your players, or you do what your characters would do. I would never. The only time I will present an issue is if you do some sort of meta bullshit, and then you're like, well, now my character's going to do that.
The only time we'll not forgive you is if you're a little goblin who's being a little shit and killing all the important NPCs and stealing and such.
No, not even then. As long as you are,
we killed Krendor for that.
Oh yeah, I mean you did kill. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that was offline.
Yeah.
I can't fault Krendor. Just for those that haven't heard the story.
What my character would do.
The first time I DM'd Krendor, he was literally a goblin in a party of
Goblin
normies.
rogue. He would just fucking leave battle to go loot. He would like purposely fuck us over. He killed a very important NPC.
He was a goblin. He was a fucking goblin. So at one point they met a normal NPC. His weapons were detained, and Krendor's goblin got the weapon. Specifically got Gmart's sword and killed an NPC that was like telling story plot. And so the guardians of the area, they got into a big fight, and then after the end, the party decided to execute Krendor, and Krendor was removed from the fucking game at that point. And I was looking
like cut down, and then I just fucking point blanked an arrow in his head.
Yeah, he was executed. He was executed by his party. It was the first time I had ever seen something like that. And as
it was
a
our
DM,
first time PvPing as players.
Yeah. And as a DM, I'm just sitting there going, oh, and Krendor was cool with it because he's like, yeah, I'm pretty busy, so it's okay. And I'm just like, man, as long as you're cool with this. So he was cool.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
He was cool. Everyone else was cool. I mean, they didn't like that shit happened, but he also vomited. He threw up.
No, he made a point to say he like pissed and shit himself when he died. To like upset us. We were like, all right, thank you.
Oh man, wild. D&D's great.
Wild D&D.
Yeah, I love the D. Anyways, yeah, sorry. So as stated before, you were standing before this fearsome abomination in the middle of a fight. Resources tapped, but stand your own. I mean, you all are doing pretty well considering. So, 1 second. Let me see. Yo, what? Hold on. Sachi's all busted. Hold up.
Haha, Sachi's busted.
Sachi is busted. Yo, Sachi.
Not in a good way.
Yeah.
A weird old tentacle coming out of her forehead.
Yeah. Wait, what? Mm-hmm. Sachi, what's your hit points right now?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
44, I think.
Okay, cool. Sorry, the token.
Actually, yeah.
The token's all busted, so I'm gonna try and see if I can fix it.
Why did you break me?
I didn't.
Why do you hate him?
Stop
You
it,
broke
dude.
him.
Stop it, dude.
He'll never be fixed again.
He will never be fixed again, dude.
You are broken.
Yeah, what?
Help.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, your token is busted. Huh. Well, I'll have to look into that and figure out exactly why. Yeah, I can't, like, attune your attributes, so I can't get you a hit point bar that links to D&D Beyond. So, boom. Once again, boom. You know what? I probably did? I probably... Nope. It is, it's fucking busted. Also, this token's controlled by everybody. What?
Nice.
I'll
take some of that.
Yeah. Well,
please help.
Yeah, I know. What's your max hit points? I'll handle your hit points today, my friend.
My max hit points are 57.
Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, I'll figure out what the heck's going on with your token at another time. But for now, whenever you take damage, I will. You still handle it in D&D Beyond, but I'll handle your token's HP. Sound good?
Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds great.
Thank you very much. All right. So with that, the battle continues.
Dramatic organ.
That's you stabbing the priest, and he falls on the organ face first and just keeps pressing on the organ because he's dead. All right.
Pretty good for a corpse.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Top of the round, Nisa. Also, be sure to look at the Discord. Oh, Summer already posted it. Summer, you're pretty good. You're great. I don't want to. Yeah,
you're pretty good.
I didn't want to be like you're the best because I literally have 5 other players in this call. So
I'm not taking notes. I'm not the best.
All right, Nisa.
I'm gonna scan.
Okay.
Boop.
With a 19, what would you like to know?
I would like to know about this adjusted threat area, please.
Well, allow me to tell you about the adjusted threat area. Adjusted threat area. This creature may only take attacks of opportunity within 10 feet. And the reason why it's adjusted, and I will actually tell you this because it's not within the scan, it attacks with a blood pierce. Essentially, what it is able to do whenever it is active with blood pierce is it attacks anyone within a reach of 30 feet.
That's fucked up.
Yep, but for attacks of op, anyone that leaves within 10 feet of it, it is able to make an attack of opportunity. All right. With that, you still have a full round, Nisa.
Rounding. All right, I moved 25 feet away and 30 feet away from that guy with that knowledge. Thank you, Brett. And then I draw my bow with my favorite foe, and I put 2 arrows in. Okay, I put 1 arrow actually into him. Was that 15 hit? I forgot his AC.
How dare you? A 15 does not hit. Also, friendly reminder, it is currently in its solidified mode. So it is currently like a crystallized blood, not a liquid blood form.
All right, that 22?
22 does hit.
Gonna be 9 points of damage plus my flavored foes, so 14.
Okay.
I only have 1 fat spell slot left in my entire repertoire, so I pass turn.
Okay. Also, my apologies. It is resistant to your blows.
Come on, bruh.
All right. 1 second, please. Something broke. It did. So I'm trying to fix it real quick. Come on. There we go. D&D Beyond's layout was different, so okay, there we go. Should be saved. All right. So, with that, all right. It will attack twice. Once to both of these, and once over to Leask. So, with that. 11 to both of these, that'll miss. 21 to Leask. Leask, I know you got a nasty armor. What's your armor class?
It is.
Excellent. Dealing 13 points of piercing damage. Blood will spray across the room as you are stabbed. All right, Leask, it's now your turn.
So he's clotted right now, which means he doesn't have his advantage on save DCs, which is nice. Do I need to? I'm just gonna check first. I'm gonna do a scan first.
Okay. With a 17, that is sufficient.
I have the resistances because we never learned those.
Yes. This creature is resistant to acid, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. It becomes all bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing during the clotted phase.
Okay.
So essentially acid.
Yep. Okay, what do I want to do? I could do what I've been doing, which isn't terrible. I'm gonna do what I've been doing. I'm gonna hit him with the guiding bolt.
Okay.
Yeah, and
26 hits.
Yep, and I'm in void mode still for 3 more rounds after this round, so
void
it's
damage.
16 void, which, yeah.
The next attack hit will be at advantage.
And that's it for me.
Okie dokie. So after Leesk's turn. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You will see. Yep. Is going to be rapidly stabbing. I mean, checking to see who is 30 feet. Yep, that's gonna hit. Yep. Okay. So 4 attacks are gonna go off, and it's going to rotate around. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Both of these is gonna get hit with 2. Sachi's gonna get hit with 1, and Lacey's gonna get hit with 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and do both of these attack now. 14.
Both of these. Ah.
That's
what about my ghost?
He is not interested in incorporeal forms. So
I'm gonna regret that.
Spaghetti
man.
14 points of damage to both of these.
What kind of damage is it?
Piercing, so you can reduce the 3.
Okay, to 11. Okay, so 6.
All right.
And I gotta make a
to Sachi,
I'm fine.
17. I'm gonna go ahead and roll to see if it hits your. I believe you have 2 illusions remaining. Is that correct, Sachi?
Yes.
All right, so I have to roll above a 12, I believe.
11. Yeah, you have to roll a 12 or higher, I think.
12 or higher. 17. Yep. So
or is it 11 higher? I don't know.
What's the spell effect? I literally think it's 12 or 11 or lower, because it was 6 or lower before, so it's to hit an illusion. So 11 or lower to hit. So this actually hits another illusion. So you're good. You have 1 illusion remaining.
Fog.
All right, and then finally, this is why I need my 3rd monitor. A 9 over to Leask, which will also miss. So, Petra, it's now your turn.
Is it under the effect of guiding bolt?
It is.
Yes.
All right, let's try out this macro.
All right, so that's your auto. So it'll be your 21. It hits for 13 points of damage. Yep, that also includes your bonus damage that you do as well. So
that's +3, and then unadvantage roll with a critical
miss. All right,
very cool. And I'm gonna fly over here. I'm gonna scan.
Macros. 18.
Macros.
18 is successful.
What is the attack turn?
All right. So on this creature's attack turn, in blood form, this creature transforms into acidic blood rain. Those within 30 feet of the creature must make a Constitution save throw, DC 15, or be dealt 3d8 points of acid damage. If this creature is hit with a necrotic attack in the previous round, the damage is halved. So AKA, just to recap from what happened last week, the second time he did his acid rain, it was at a reduced damage, but you weren't certain what the source was. It was because necrotic damage was dealt to the creature in the previous round. In calcified form, this creature attacks with a multi-attack. A creature within movement speed can use a reaction to goad the day golem. If it does so, the creature moves up to its movement speed, not provoking attacks of opportunity, and causing it to multi-attack the goading creature at advantage. AKA, if you want to tank it, you just spend your reaction during this phase to be like, hey, fucking hit me. And it will just go and do that, but you'll be taking the blunt, you'll be taking all the attacks at that point. So,
taking the blunt.
Yep.
Oh, I take blunt.
Pass blunt. All right.
You take the green herb.
Sogu, it's your turn.
You have been eating grass a lot, Boffidies.
True.
Okay. First thing I want to do is scan.
What would you like to learn?
I want to know how many stat scores can I know with meta information?
Well, you've learned enough, so you can learn one stat score.
What's its wisdom score?
What's his charisma?
Is it charming?
Is he quite wise?
1 second. I am actually checking right now. Its wisdom is an 11.
Okay. +0.
That is correct.
Roger. Next, I will.
I'll give you one better. If you wanted to know its wisdom saving throw, it is a +0.
Stick.
That's one better.
Oh, you big dumb.
Oh, 1. Yeah. Okay. That's actually not that bad. Okay. I'm gonna give this to. Let's double check.
Yeah, sure.
Attack rolls, advantage on attack rolls. Does that include Eldritch Blasts? If I was to give someone advantage.
That does include it. Yep.
Okay, then I will go. Within 30 feet. Not. I'm gonna roll past Nisa and bestow the tail of the beast to Petra. So for 1 minute, they have advantage on wisdom, perception checks, and advantage on attack rolls against the creature. If another enemy is within 5 feet of it, and that enemy is. Oh wait.
What?
Shit. I thought.
What?
Oh, I thought I was with a friend.
No,
I thought it was if there's a friend in
God,
combat
it was
with
it was talking for like the enemy's perspective of other
Yeah. I thought it was like, I give this to you, and then both of these is near there, and you have advantage on it. I thought it was like
Don't think so.
the gang up thing. Okay, I just read it wrong. I'm stupid.
I
wouldn't have done that then.
No. Don't worry about it.
I wouldn't have done that.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Then instead of that ridiculous move,
Can you still do the sick barrel roll though?
I will do the sick barrel roll. I'm gonna back up. Fuck it,
Back it up, Sogu.
Get up, Sogu.
Back it up. I'm gonna do it there so I don't hit any friends.
All right. The creature will have a disadvantage to this roll with a 9, dealing 8 points of thunder damage.
Where am I on initiative, by the way? I just noticed I'm not on there anymore.
Oh shit! When we were trying to figure out your token, it broke. I'm sorry. Do you remember what your initiative was, or no? Probably not.
No.
It's all good. I'm gonna go
I'm
ahead.
gonna just reroll.
Before Boffidies, but Boffidies was dead last. So I think she was before Sogu.
Okay. My apologies about that. Whoops. If you'd like to go ahead and re-roll, you are more than welcome to do so.
Okay.
Or I can check. Hey, that works. 11 works. You'll go right after Sogu. My apologies.
No
about
problemo.
that. I was trying to figure out how your token worked, and of course it removes you from the initiative order, so I'll remember that for next time.
XD.
So Sogu, after that, there he goes. That hits. 10 points. Necrotic damage has been dealt. With that round ended, Sachi, it's now your turn.
Let me look at my spell book real quick. Oh yeah, I'm out of everything.
Let me look at my spell book. Opens up. It's just a sad face.
It's just nothing. All right.
X.
Yes.
Open parentheses.
I'm gonna move back here and then double wildfire bolt. I'll do another twin spell.
Okay. So with a 21, that'll hit, dealing 14 points of fire damage with the first one. And then with a 17, the 17 does not hit. As it kind of like bounces off its solidified form. Chat has informed me your initiative was a 12. Thank you, chat. Very helpful.
Nodders. I rolled an 11.
Augers. All right.
Does anything change?
It's destiny.
Yeah. No, nothing changes the grand scheme of things. But yeah. All right. So with the cast double wildfire bolts, do you do anything else?
Nope. That's it. That's all I can do.
That saved a shit ton of time. So I'm pleased with that. Both of these. It is now your turn.
Oh wow. Well.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
Give him
can I
some
go
graph.
10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna scooch around the edge of the guy just so I'm closer so people can maybe use my saving throw bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll swing my sword at him.
Okay.
For 10, it doesn't hit.
Okay. Sounds
And
good.
for 10 again, it doesn't hit. The end of my turn.
You're good. Also, just FYI, your macro should work to attack and do damage if you do. I have also included a one-handed and two-handed damage whenever you use both of these two as your macro. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. During its transformation turn, it will resume its blood-like form. It is now Nisa's turn, top of the round.
Draws bow, fires.
17 does not hit.
What? Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, all right. Second hit.
Well, get
Well,
fucked.
throws down bow. Leave.
Well,
Yeah. I wanted to give advantage, but I was too stupid to do it. So.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Stop.
Reveal to
Hey.
me your two highest traits. Actually, show me int
Show.
and show me dex.
Okay, sounds good. Show me it. Show
Do
me
we have him
Dex.
on the board? Ooh, I'm sorry.
Show me.
Ding, ding, ding. It has an intelligence saving throw of -4. It has a dex.
Wow.
It has a dex saving throw of +3.
Fast and stupid, just like me. I passed my D.
Jesus Christ. 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and add the attack turn.
Oh,
Boom.
like how I rolled a 2, which is like my greatest enemy, because ones I reroll and a half on Sag.
All right. It will now move in its blood-like form. It will surge over there. Actually, right over here.
Yeah.
All right. So with that,
Oh.
as it shifts, it does not provoke attacks of
Yeah.
opportunity.
No.
And it's
That was
congealed.
to attack
it is
itself.
a blood form. Oh, don't do it, dude. Both of these for a 24. Does that break your armor class?
No, my AC is 25.
Okay, and for Leask, that's a critical miss. Leask,
Oh,
while it is there, is going to attempt to whelm you with its blood-like form.
get out of here.
I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, that don't look good.
Hey,
Lucky.
hey, not so good.
Hey, not so good. Hey.
Hey.
You're good. All right. Sachi, it's now your turn.
Guess what I'm gonna do?
Oh, wait.
Just one wildfire bolt though, because I
That
don't have any more
misses.
spell slots.
That misses,
no.
unfortunately.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right.
Yay.
Hey, back it up, Terry. So on the attack turn, it's going to transform into. It's going to once again globulate, turn into an orb-like form before splashing up into the ceiling and raining down in a 30-foot area. So everyone in this area, well, bam. Looks
I
like
hate you.
Nisa, Leask, and Bofidis. I need you all to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh, I'm terrible with these. Nailed it.
Everyone's successful. So you're good. Nothing happens. It reverts back into its normal form. Leask, it's your turn.
Woohoo.
Wahoo!
Did Bobadies need to do one?
Oh, Bofidis did need to do one. Sorry, I thought I saw 3 and I thought Bofidis was one of them.
You saw that crit?
Bofidis. Bofidis. He might have went potty, or he might
Sorry,
be mute.
what's up? What do you need?
Constitution saving throw, please. Everyone's good.
Right.
Leask, it's your turn.
I go, I scan.
That is insufficient.
Fuck. His range is 10 foot for AOPs?
That's correct.
Yes. I go right here.
You
This
son
way.
of a bitch.
I guiding bolt again.
Yeah.
This is what I was made for. Yeah.
That
Wow.
hits.
And then void damage again if it does anything.
Boom. Next attack will be at an attack of op.
I smile. In coin.
Petra, it's your turn. Your first Eldritch Blast will be at an advantage.
All right, Eldritch Blast advantage. Boom.
Boom, boom. 26 hits with 13 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Then I shoot off the second one.
20 hits with 15 points of damage. As you begin to chunk away, its form is able to. It's barely able to hold its form.
Okay, and then I run away and I don't scan. I'm over it.
I'm done. I don't want it. All right, Sogu.
I'm going to re-roll my reroll.
What?
How can you do that?
Can you do that?
I can do that. Okay. Wait, oh, that's not useful either, but I will keep that. Run out of damage besides vicious freaking mockery, baby.
You son of a bitch.
I'm in.
Wisdom
Take
saving
that.
throw.
Don't be mean to him.
It gets this at advantage. 14. It gets viciously mockerated.
And you smell bad.
It looks at you, giving you a frown.
And then I'm gonna move him over here.
Okay.
Ghost. We'll bring down the ghostly sword
That hits.
and slay him. Oh.
Almost slain. All right, both of these. It's now your turn.
Okay, let's see.
Gotta do 3 damage. I believe in you, buddy.
Here we go.
That hits
Attack
for
roll
13
20.
points of
And-
slashing damage.
Take that.
Yeah.
I didn't even hit him very hard. I'm kind of like,
And with that, unable to maintain its form, it coagulates and begins to just gestate a little bit before it just splashes and sprays all over the floor in a pile of dietic blood.
Ew.
End of encounter. The initiative is The initiative is over.
I'm so tired.
I'm gonna stumble backwards after the fight and lower my hands. And bump into this book and take a look.
As you place a hand upon the book, another one for. No, I'm kidding.
That easy.
The book itself, as you begin to look at it, appears to have. It's apparently one of the Devetic, like Bibles, one of the Devetic holy books that you found. Except as you look over at it, it has writing over the words, as if someone was attempting to translate it. The page this is turned into specifically is the creation of a magical font. A golem made of day blood. The book will also explain to you that that day blood, or day, the power of the day itself, DAE, is essentially the blood of the fallen god Div. Rich in magical properties.
Rich in iron
Rich and
and other
friends.
nutrients. Oh.
Does it look pretty complicated?
If you want to spend some time reading it, I can let you do that within, if you want to spend an hour reading the book.
Okay. Yeah.
Depends on what everyone else is doing during that hour.
I'm not gonna read it on like this podium.
Are there
Take it with me.
Okay.
Great, another book to read.
This one
Add it
has
to
been,
the pile.
This one has been translated, fortunately.
Lucky.
Well, key pages as you kind of like begin to page through. A lot of it, like just typical like scriptures or stories of the people of day, or those that followed in the light of Div. That's all non-translated, but the rituals themselves that are within the book, as you kind of like page through, will tell you that. Essentially, just by skimming through, the blood itself can be a font for magical properties. The golem creation itself can amplify its properties by using that as a magical font of protection to provide everlasting life. But it seems that, unfortunately for the mad priest, now face first in the what appears to be a pool of blood, he wasn't able to attune to the golem just yet, because that ritual was interrupted by you.
So he was trying to become the golem.
He was trying to essentially attune his life force to the golem.
He didn't have control of it yet.
Almost like a phylactery.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty wild.
So, just so you are aware, some other magical things that you can do with this pool. You could assume that this pool is successfully day, essentially, just the coagulated blood form of day, Div blood. The ritual also involves the draining of those that are radiant, so that you can essentially create your own power of day. So this pool of blood suggests that the people of this place had been sacrificed and drained of their blood by this priest.
Gross.
Your family is awful.
Either that or he killed my family. One of the two.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
Well, have we considered that maybe he is your family? Or
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
was your family?
I'm trying to ignore that.
Can I pull him out?
Yes, you can.
No, I really wish we could have asked him some questions before we, killed him, but...
Shrugs nonchalantly.
As you begin to drag him out of the pool of blood, he's just leaving a trail. His face kind of just, hits each step as you're dragging the body out.
If we have some time to rest, I think we all need it. I could speak with him, despite his current state.
You can talk to the dead?
No, I can't.
Oh.
Until I can.
Oh. What?
That's the t-shirt.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I mean,
Yeah, well, to
ultimate.
start, I kind of just want to get out of here, so maybe we should take him out.
1 second. I'm gonna take my wine bottle
his
of
body
blood.
in the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take my wine bottle of blood that I got. I'm just gonna like empty it over here in the corner or something.
Oh my God, you could just smell the
Pour one out.
iron. As
Okay, I empty out the bottle of blood.
as it just coagulates over there in the corner.
Okay, and then I'm gonna refill the bottle of wine with this blood.
Oh, why?
Ooh.
Because we're about to go fight
Ew.
Void. Do we not want div
Ewy.
blood?
Gross.
It's gross.
Icky.
I
But
get
okay.
a wine bottle of div blood.
Both of these.
Huh? What?
Carry this dude.
Why don't you just put him in your bag of holding?
You can't do that with people. It gets all fucky wucky.
Yeah, is that true? I thought it was only alive people.
I'm gonna take
Both-
one of these books, Brett.
Both of these will
Yep.
fireman carry the dude.
Okay. Sounds good. As a recap for the bag of holding, you can breathing creatures inside the bag can survive up
Yeah,
to
he's
a number
fucking
of
dead.
minutes equal to 10 divided by the number of creatures after which they begin to suffocate. You can put bodies in bag of holdings if you so wish.
We don't want a bag man situation. I've seen the bag man in D&D. He's scary.
I just imagine a bag of holding. I don't know how many bodies you could fit
I
in
don't
one.
want to
but-
meet the bag
like a
man.
nut-
No, there's
Necromancer
literally
that-
a dude that wanders around from each bag of holding in canon D&D, and he's fucking terrifying.
It's horrible.
Jesus
Interesting.
Christ, what?
It's
No,
it's like
he's-
a horror story myth that's like actually real in D&D lore.
It's
Hey,
like a
that-
dude that got thrown into a bag of holding and he had nothing to eat, so he ate the alive people that were hiding in bags of holding.
Oh my God.
And so
Oh.
now like every night he crawls out of a random bag of holding and he takes people and like drags them into the bag with him.
Oh my
Oh,
God! If that
no,
was
why
if
did
that
you
was
tell me
actually
this?
if that was like actually real,
That's a canon D&D lore
Yeah, I'm
technically.
looking at
He's
it
like
right
the
now.
Slender
There's-
Man of
There's
D&D.
official art of it too.
Jesus
He's
Christ!
gross.
Why would anyone have a bag of holding?
Oh, yeah, fuck that. Well,
The fucking
now-
bag man. You gotta take the risk,
Well,
man.
all right, now I just want a necromancer that's got bag of holdings full of bodies. He just dumps that shit out in combat.
All right,
Go.
you are safely outside the chapel with body in tow. Are you taking a rest? Because I know Sogu, you mentioned that you wanted to take a rest to try and
Yeah.
regain some spells. Okay,
I'd like the long
Do
rest.
my spirit
Or a short
session.
rest.
Wonderful.
yeah. Would
It's
you
gonna
like
be a
to?
very active long rest.
Okay, that's totally fine as long as you're not doing anything strenuous. You're able
God, it's
to,
so creepy.
yeah, you're able to read if you'd like. Yeah. Are you taking a full rest out here? I just need the party's A-OK before we move forward with
I'm
that.
gonna go in a house.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going house.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in a house, but I'm also gonna take another bottle
Yes,
of
let's all
wine.
split up.
Yeah,
Go to
nice
different
house.
Quote
houses.
unquote wine.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
warm in this house. Is this a chest?
That chest, yes.
Anything in it?
I as you open it, it looks like it's already been shuffled through.
Okay.
Goes in bed, lays on bed.
Goes lays down in bed.
All right. Sogu, what are you doing?
I am going to set up camp right here. I'm going to do. Well, actually, no. I need everyone. I'm going to fucking literally go knock on everyone's houses that they ran to in different places and say, "I need you."
I would
over
only take
here.
a short rest, and then I would use the rest of the long rest to read the book.
Okay.
Guess I gotta do it to him. Get your ass out here!
Oh, of course.
Why?
What
Did
do
you
you need,
say-
Sogu?
Did you say
I gather
no?
everyone around.
Back it up, Sogu.
I don't back it up. Not since the old days.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how I can get a campfire spawned over here. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a spirit session, which is going to take, let's see, an hour long ritual. And we're going to speak with the spirits and have their wisdom imparted onto us. And then I will know the spell Speak with Dead.
Okay.
And then also going to do a little ditty on my guitar. And everyone who regains health or whatever can get those. But also I'm going to read my book.
Also, your just FYI, your noise gate's still pretty active. I can hear you, but it's like going in and out. Just so you know.
Okay. I can put it at like nothing.
It's up to you. I'm just letting you know that it's a thing that's happening. If it's
Roger that.
Yeah. I can still hear you though, so it's entirely up to you.
Weird. And then I will read the book as well. The book that I just got.
All right. Sounds good. All right, so now you know that as you read the book and spend some time with it, you'll find out more information than Petra if you were reading it, because Petra, you've got like just the book itself. The book itself has it does make mention of certain rituals that you can do with the blood of Div, with the Divetic blood, specifically rituals used for those that are radiant, aka those that lean more towards Div. Since people were created with the radiance of Div and the nothingness of Void, there were individuals back in the day, back in a previous time, that were mostly balanced. They equally combined that of Div and Void. However, some individuals would sometimes lead over to the Void, and some other individuals would be born leaning more towards Div. Those that leaned towards the Void were known as the Void Touched, and those that leaned towards Div were known as the Radiant. And then it kind of goes into more exploratory ways, some unethical ways of how the blood of those that are radiant could be potentially exploited to tap further and to become further attuned into Div's almighty grace and glory. You find that some those that are more devout tend to focus a lot on blood as part of their ritual, which you can safely assume, as you looked around and saw blood everywhere and people being drained, that is what was being done at this church. You understand that those that are radiant within this world currently are few and far in between, because the gods have been since killed by the fallen heroes, Div and Void. So those that would lean more radiant or those that would lean more Void are extremely rare, which is why, surprising to you, Sogu, as you begin to read the books, also notes of this priest being mentioned in there. A conclusion you could come to is that this village was or this sort of like sanctuary, I suppose, was some of the last, like a group following the last of the Radiant, of individuals who are actually radiant, that were definitely more devout, and a little more leaning heavily into trying to find ways to attune back to a fallen god, to reunite with Div's grace on their own, since Div had since been killed over 500 years ago. With that, the priest has discovered several rituals that can be used with the Div blood, and as a final effort, essentially drained the village of its blood with a bit of bloodletting, which eventually made the village become extremely unhealthy and then weak to fight on their own, and then eventually killed. A lot of it, so some of the spells, let me go ahead and actually get those. Some of the rituals that were done with the Div blood. One of them include a transformation, which allowed individuals to which was an effort to attune themselves to become more div-like, essentially. But you can tell from the conclusion from the bodies that you've seen, both outside the church and in of these trolls, that these were botched transformations that turned them into hideous creatures that had no control over their facilities, aka these troll-like creatures that wandered around the outside of the forest as well as within the church itself.
Kill them all.
Yep. So you figured you probably gave them a mercy because their humanity had been stripped and gone, and the priests were merely using them as protection, as animals, essentially. So you've actually done them quite a bit of a mercy because their humanity had been long since taken away and gone. The day golem, the creation of the day golem with the pool of blood that was there, which you can now safely assume that was all of the radiant blood that was successfully extracted from the village. The day golem's creation to be used as a magical font and phylactery. That ritual was complete. Take some time. Then you also notice there's a few other rituals that you feel you can accomplish if you have a seasoned wizard or sorcerer in your party, which Sachi,
shoot, we're all out of those.
which Sachi would be able to qualify for. Using the radiant energy, you can provide yourself with a. Essentially, there are 2 things that you can do with the blood if you so decide to do it. Well, 3 things. Sorry, 3 things. One, which will grant you a sort of focused scrying that you could use with the blood itself. This actually won't tap into the natural energies of the radiant blood, but will allow you to scry to gather more information or knowledge that you seek, using the font of the pool as a sort of catalyst for this ritual. That process will take 2 hours to cast that scrying spell, but will essentially allow you to gather information of whatever you wish to seek at this point. The other two will actually use the font of blood's the blood's power. So one is used once you choose one of these, the blood will be completely extinguished and it will be used. One can provide your entire party with a boon, essentially a permanent boon that will empower you all with the power of the Radiance and Div. This will allow you to either, within its limits, permanently increase an ability score by 2, or increase all of your ability scores by 1, as you begin to attune yourself with the radiant energies. The second one is essentially the creation of a gate that will allow you to teleport, you would theorize, anywhere on the continent of Kathos.
With accuracy? Or is it like the teleport spell that we can just fucking
with complete accuracy?
Okay.
This is at a once level. However, if attuned properly with a spellcaster of seasoned level, you may be able to stabilize it into a permanent gate that will allow you to go back and forth, depending on what your destination would be.
In 2 points.
Where are we going?
Interesting. I'll share this all with the party.
But the scrying, as long as the pool is active, you are able to scry to gather information. But once you
teleport and then come back, would we be able to scry anymore?
You would not be able to scry anymore. That is correct, because the font of blood would have been used to create the stabilized gate.
So, using this pool, we could find out what Terry's up to, and theoretically, according to these notes, we could use it to go straight to him, if that's our goal.
Let's do it.
we can get very powerful. I don't exactly see. Let's see here. Yes, any thoughts? Anyone?
I mean, how far is Terry? Like, how far does London from where we're at?
So from where you're at, I think we said it was about 100 miles, or it's definitely a fair distance to get on foot from where you're at. You're about west from Wendelin. You are actually uncertain of where Terry is going because Terry is flying to the north. Wendelin is over to the west.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't. I was gonna say we don't actually know where he's going.
I mean, if he can't. Well, hold on. If we don't know where he's going, how do we know how to get to him? Well, are you
That's why
saying the spell would let us?
We scry and then we can gate to him.
Yes, we do
That's how we
ourselves a
get
bit
to
of a
him.
scry.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm down to do that, I guess.
I'm also. This is the next day, right?
But 5 ability score across the whole party, or wait, how many would we get? Was it everyone?
So everyone essentially would get a +2 to an ability score of your choice. You still have to follow the limit though, so you can't go above 20. Or
class, right, or whatever.
yeah, or you can. So and each individual would choose this. So you get a +2 to an ability score of your choice, or you could choose +1 to all of your ability scores.
Oh,
a lot of
I'm
ability
+1
points.
to everything. Screw Terry.
Man,
That's insane for me. Most of my things are odd.
That doesn't help me at all.
Let me look at my sheet.
Doesn't help me.
+1 to everything would also very much benefit.
Ooh, I would get +5 charisma though.
Think about this. If I got +2 to the ability score, I could get +2 charisma, which would give everyone +5 to all their saves.
I mean, you'd be able to pick your own, right?
That is correct. As an individual,
So
each
person could pick either +2 to 1 or +1 to all.
Oh, that is correct.
Yeah, I mean, I think this choice is very, very solid. But how bad?
I want to get Terry.
I mean, you guys weren't in a rush to get to Terry fucking an hour ago. Now why?
I'm not.
So inconsistent.
I was in the lamp. I didn't have a choice.
I'm down for either.
My
I'll let you
beyond
guys
20 is
decide.
freezing. I can't take a long rest. But I do know how to speak with this guy, and I point down to the dead guy. If we want to do that as well.
I think we should.
Okay, well, let me see here. We will be able to ask it 5 questions. And so we should think of those ahead of time, maybe.
Elise, what do you want to know?
Leask is huge.
Question.
That's a good question. But he's also just kind of done with it. He's like, welp, everybody here's dead. Welp, this guy killed everyone. Welp, anything that I could have asked, there's no point in asking it because everybody's dead.
Don't you want to know where you come from?
Perhaps at least.
I assume it's here. It's just, what am I gonna ask? Who my parents are and find out they're dead? Like,
yeah,
who you are.
I'll think about it.
And I'm not going to sit around all day.
How long does the spell last, Sogu?
I mean, I'll have it for a long time, but after I cast it, we'll have 10 minutes. And 5 questions, yes.
Does the body need to be in any sort of state?
Nope.
So it doesn't have to be.
We could technically take his head. I mean, it's kind of fucked up, but like.
Or you know, maybe bury him and then we come back when we're not on a time-sensitive thing.
Yes, perhaps there is an open grave down there.
I wasted all my time learning how to do this last night. Now I got this useless spell.
So
Well,
good.
Leask seems a little bit anxious to ask the ghost questions.
I mean,
Now you
I'll ask.
notice.
It's like I have anxiety or something.
Nissa elbows Grogu in the ribs. Just do it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean,
Just do it.
sure. We got things to do. And I will begin to channel magic through my fingies, my long bony fingies.
Fingies.
And spirit essence will flow into the dead priest.
Nissa observes respectfully.
You will see
Slowly animating him.
You'll see the body elevate off from the ground for a second. The white of his eyes take over his irises as his mouth opens ajaw, agape. The head will slowly, not of its own volition, begin to turn to the left and to the right as the necrotic energies flow within this form. You will then hear, with the spell's completion, speak.
I look around and see if anyone wants to ask anything specific.
What's
Goes
dying
behind
like?
Well, luckily it doesn't just start answering anybody, but what's dying like? I don't ask.
I want to
that.
know.
Pushes Leask into Ghost. Push.
Why? Why are you pushing me into him? He's having anxiety.
Doesn't mean you don't have to move physically. Let's go.
Oh, God.
What is your name?
Ingra.
Ingra. No last name? I hate this guy.
Wait, you wanted like the full name? Okay.
In a perfect world. In a perfect world.
Okay.
First,
I want to
middle,
see if
last,
like
perhaps family and title.
I want to see if I guess I don't know.
Cause. Ingra Cause.
I don't know Leask's last name, so now actually I realize it doesn't matter.
It's not that. I'll tell you that.
Okay, I'll stroke the beard a little bit and get a text.
Maybe we could ask if there was any way that they found for the radiant blood to counteract void. That would be useful with, what we're about to go do.
In your experimentation with day blood, did you find a solution to combat void? And if so, what?
It was not of our interest. No.
Yeah, that's fair.
Leask, perhaps you should have him explain his relation to you since he recognized you.
Yeah, that's a good one, sure.
What is your relation to this person? Points
Leask.
bony finger at the Leask.
What is this, Mario? I pointed a pointy finger at the least.
The finger.
All right, 1 second. I want to get the atmosphere going. There we go. The fallen priest's head, unnaturally so, will turn over to Leask. Its lifeless eye staring into Leask's eyes.
Oh, God. Oh, this is horrible.
I was that of a teacher. And then its arm will unnaturally stretch out, its finger pointing over to Lisk. This one showed potential, but was, alas, a disappointment.
Couldn't be any more disappointing than you.
Whoa.
It does not respond to you.
Zingdom.
It does not. It does not respond, nor
It doesn't
seem
respond to comments.
right. Well, it doesn't respond, but yeah, exactly. Just to set the scene, it doesn't respond, nor does it seem interested or affected by what you've said. Since this is merely a vessel here to.
We know you're playing it off. That was a good zinger.
You can't see.
You
Admit it. You got owned. I'm not owned.
You've been who slowly turns into a corn cob.
I'm not owned.
One was the name, 2 was the fighting void, 3 was the least relation.
Yep.
2 more. Okay.
And this will put a hand on Lisk's arm. Now, keep in mind, Lisk, disappointment can mean many things.
No, it's fine. I've known that.
Don't take it personally from...
It's too late.
It's too late. I'm taking it personally.
Perhaps he wanted to twist you to his evil ends and couldn't because there's both void and div inside you.
Well, the void was put there by the gnomes. I don't know when in the timeline I got kidnapped or I went missing or what happened, so I don't even know.
Well, perhaps we should ask why you were a disappointment and what their goals were with you.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Why was this one a disappointment in your mind?
The finger still pointing over at Lisk.
Rude to point.
Infused with radiance, plentiful, and yet sullied and dirtied with void.
Wait, what?
it
Stating.
seems to imply that you had void even before the gnomes.
Oh, god damn it.
Infused and plentiful with radiance, yet sullied and dirtied by void, is what he said.
So perhaps the gnomes were not the progenitors of your void.
One question
no.
left.
Oh no.
What is it like being dead?
Shut up!
I want to know.
You're going to find out.
Damn it.
Question, please.
Well, I have one, but if anyone has one better, please go ahead.
I don't.
What is your question?
I love Petra. I don't. What's it like being dead, huh? Huh?
What's that like?
I guess it would actually be if my family was here or not, or if they just found me or something. I'd like to know if my family's in one of these graves here somewhere, or if they turned into a flesh blob or troll.
Very well. How do I even word this?
Perhaps who is and who and where, perhaps?
Who is the family of this one, and are they
That's 2 questions. You can't do that.
No, he's just continuing. It's a run-on sentence.
It's a run-on
It's a run-on
sentence.
sentence, yeah.
And also,
Okay,
what's
yeah,
your
you're
favorite
right.
flavor of ice cream?
I don't
And
know.
also,
There's no way to do that. I
You
don't know.
could
I
just say,
can't. I
was
can't.
his family here? Would be the easiest way to do it.
What's
because
the
everybody
fate
here
of
is
his
dead.
family?
No yes or no
Everybody
question.
here is dead, so.
You shouldn't do
Yeah,
a yes or
I'm-
no question.
I'm
Uppity
trying not
steps
to
up
do
and
yes
says,
or no.
"Are you really dead?" Yeah. Really?
Really? You're talking. How do you even ask that?
I think the best way of doing it would be like, was his family here? Because if they were here, then they're clearly dead. If they weren't here, then somewhere else and alive, hopefully.
Too bad.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
maybe where are they now?
Hmm.
And they're dead. Maybe there's a gravestone or something.
But he could also just say, if they're not here, then he could just say, I don't know, and then it doesn't matter. I think, yeah.
But he knows who Liska is, so he probably knows who the family is.
Where's his family here? Locked in. Final answer. Show me was his family here.
A haunting smile will form upon this fallen mad priest. Still pointing at Lisk, eyes open wide.
His family once here, proven useful to Div. His mother's blood cascades into the pool down below. His father wanders the forest over yonder.
And then he will point over to the west, where you guys came from.
She makes the oh shit face.
Oh no!
As his
get
body then just
Yeesh.
immediately falls down to the ground from the impact. The spell now expired.
Is my family full of psychopaths?
I tug on the old collar and do a yikes.
Yikes.
Is gonna take that body and go get busy somewhere else. She's gonna rebury it in the grave down there to the south.
Okay. We'll move you there now.
God damn it!
My D&D Beyond is still fucked, but
At least we didn't kill my dad.
you
sure about that?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's
Sorry about your parents.
Yeah.
we, if you remember, never mind.
No. Yeah.
Well, actually, lucky for you, you probably don't even remember them, so.
Yeah, it's the void thing. Yeah, no, I picked it up now. Yep. At least, didn't know he was my dad in the moment. That was nice.
Well,
So, scrying anyone?
We'll leave you to your crying. We've got some scrying to do.
You can't say scrying without crying. Okay, let's go.
Or dying. Dying, off we go.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey, how was that reveal?
Oops.
All around me are familiar faces.
I do want to reiterate, Summer specifically asked for suffering, so I just made sure to do well by her.
you got it.
You got it.
My mom and dad are dead.
To be fair, they weren't exactly alive before. There was something else.
At least we mercy killed my family.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow, that's a very at least.
That's some good silver lining.
That's about at least as you can get.
All right.
So you're
I
gonna
will-
go descend back down into the blood pool.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go alone if no one's coming, but I was gonna go scry.
Who's going?
Yeah, I'll come.
Yeah, who's gonna go with Sogu?
Oh, God.
Well,
go
shouldn't
try.
we rest first? please?
Yeah,
Can we long rest if we're gonna teleport?
So
We
yeah,
did long rest?
yeah, you
Okay,
all
good.
did long rest. I like how
Okay.
like immediately you all were
Just
like,
making sure.
can we long rest? It's like you guys
Please,
did. You did.
Please, my slots.
You all absolutely
You can't play
long
the
rested.
game without long resting. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
Please, the slots.
All right.
Hey, we're back in a perfect ritual mode. Okay, here we go.
You descend back down into the church, walking over. One more scene.
My mom's in there. I put my mom in a bottle of wine. I put my mom and dad in a bottle of wine.
Why did you bottle your mom?
As you guys walk back to the church, walking past the abomination over to see the body that was being feasted on, Leask, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Not great, surprisingly, for what I normally get on them.
Mm-hmm. As you walk past the body that was being eaten by the creature, you get an unsettled feeling of familiarity before your stomach, and just it falls to just the pit of your stomach.
Mom.
No.
Just gonna look away from that in particular. No eye contact.
It's all right. You don't have to bottle your feelings anymore.
She just have
What the fuck?
with their mom's picture. Bro. Sachi's gonna give him a pat on the back. Not say anything.
Gotta keep going. I'm avoiding eye contact.
I like the tilted
Yeah.
walk.
I'm looking. I have like my hand over the eye, like my eye on that side of my face, just like don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Your wisdom saving throw of sanity has failed you.
Yay.
For the next 24 hours, you fall under the effect of a delusion.
Nice.
As you kind of like blink and close your eyes and walk through the church itself, the bodies deceased and fallen scattered across there. Every time you blink, a small chance you'll kind of see memories hidden away of a church of active nature, people worshiping. As you walk by the mangled body, you blink once and you open your eyes to see a woman with a kind-hearted face, as if she was approaching you in looking to give you a hug. A woman of gentle nature and sky blue eyes, white bleached hair goes down and rests on her shoulder. She approaches you for an embrace. You blink again to see the now mangled, chewed up corpse in front of you from the abomination that was feasting on it before. And a horrific realization comes into your mind as you continue to walk forward to descend down into the church.
Hey, fuck you, Brett.
This is fucked.
This is the most fucked up backstory, dude. I love it.
I will accept. As you continue to descend down into the church, the delusion will just continue to take over at least. As you'll just, occasionally, as you blink and walk through the area, you'll just kind of see the terror and chaos of the blood strewn and the bodies around. You'll see rooms active of people, of students, disciples, and priests. Even at one point, you may even see the priest that you fought in here before. His face less crazed, and that more of a gentle teacher. Before you finally arrive to the pool of blood.
Yeah, for everybody else, he'll definitely seem like he's not fully with it, I guess. Like, he seems like he's in a bit of a daze.
Okay.
Can I insight check, please?
You're free to. You can definitely tell that Leesk is just off in his own world right now. But you can also understand with the knowledge that he's been given that this is a appropriate response.
Keeps an eye on him.
You approach the pool.
I will work with Sachi to enact the scrying ritual.
Magic stuff.
Magic thing.
As you channel your power of Arcana, Sachi, over into the pool, no check.
Octopimp will try and do it, but he's not actually doing anything. He'll just go on because everyone else is doing it.
He's just fake it till he makes it.
Yeah, exactly.
He looks cool though.
Yeah, he looks super cool.
Sachi, begin to channel your arcane energies to that of you do it in a way that it's almost as if you were casting a cantrip, a light spell, or a firebolt, tapping into your natural energies. A check is not required for this as you begin to attune yourself to the pool. Sogu, you do the same thing since you do have an affinity for Arcana, as well as that of the divine nature. But all taps into the astral ever since the gods had fallen 500 years ago. You begin to tap into the pool, activating its scrying-like effects that was described in the book before. Since your seasoned adventurers, you attune to the pool fairly easily. So, with that, what are you trying to do? What would you like to know?
Well, I think we all know, right? We're gonna scry on Braun.
You two. You two had like
Perfect.
the same joke, but different people. Oh, that's great. Oh, fuck, that was good.
Same hat.
Yeah, same hat. Yeah. So, go on. Well, what would you like to do, just so I'm aware?
We're going to observe Terra Salam, the Void God Reborn. By the way, totally you could use that name.
Hey, thanks. I might actually. Terra Salam, Void Reborn. That's very good.
Give him a big health bar. Takes up the whole screen too.
Hell yeah.
Screen, yeah.
Hell yeah, bruh. Hell yeah, bruh. Yeah. So as you begin to channel familiar presence of the genie Terra Salam, so lovingly given the nickname Terry by Petra.
Back up, Terry.
Back up, Terry. Your eyes once again cascades into cascades into white as your vision now is that of you, sort of like a overhead view. You just see Terra Salam determined, flying to the north over the skies and clouds. Void energy cascading and filling his form as he appears to be flying north, determined. Eyes. I think with the scrying you can tell that Terra Salam is partially doing it of his own volition, but at the same time still in control, as if a partnership and bond was formed. More than an actual complete control being taken care of it. Go ahead and give me, I know you already rolled one, Sogu, but go ahead and give me, the both of you, an Arcana check at advantage, since you both are, there's two seasoned arcane casters scrying at the same time.
Limo.
You continue to focus on your scry. The overhead view kind of like dips out more, and you can see not only where he came from, but also where he is going. to the north where the void's life ceased to exist, the scene of the final battle, you can tell that he is flying to the crater of Atlas, where Dib and Void were once defeated by the fallen heroes.
We're so
Totally have a
fucking
map
stupid.
there.
God damn it, that was so obvious. Holy shit.
With that knowledge, you are essentially able to, if you decide to create the portal, you can teleport anywhere within the path of where he is. But you do seem that he is moving at a great speed and determination. Without a need of sleep or hunger, Terra Salam has no need to stop unless finding sources of void, which you can tell brimming from him. Any sources of void, he's going to go ahead and he may stop to take it, to empower the Void Reborn, only to then continue its destination. For example, the creature that you faced that seemed to have void energy drained of it, it's fair to say that Terra Salam drained that void power from him. But the stop was very brief, as Terra Salam is powerful enough to the point where he does not need to stay in any void-like area for long. Determination is filled. He is heading to the crater of Atlas, where that is where he will land. If there is any sort of encounter that you wish to have, it would have to be there, unless you had a different option to try and stop or slow him down along the pathway.
Could I tell the speed at which he's moving right now and the distance he has to go, how long it would take him to get there?
So, I'm thinking, fueled with void, he's moving that almost as if he was a shooting star, that of like a comet that's just blasting through.
All right, curveball. We go to Astral Academy.
Nissa raised her hand. I have an idea.
On horseback through travel, recalling the adventures of the fallen heroes who traveled from Atlas to the kingdom of Wendolin, in an attempt to stop the All-King, or soon-to-be All-King Tenenbaum. That was a month's travel. Terra Salam's power of magic, no need to stop. He would easily arrive in Atlas within a week.
Ugh.
What if, and hear me out, if we can open a portal from anywhere, why don't we go back to the Flumps and open it and have all of the Flumps go to where Terry is going
What?
to help fight the ultimate evil?
I don't think we can. Wait.
It's not like take a portal, throw it around.
Throw it anywhere. It's here and there.
You get one portal. Yeah, you get one portal.
But the Flumps could come here.
The Flumps. What are you talking about?
And the portal we can put anywhere, correct? Or does it only come here?
One end here,
No,
one end at wherever we're going.
We need this blood. It's the whole thing. It's the blood.
It's all about the blood.
Leask wanders off to the north, looking off into the distance of a state of delusion.
It's not. I don't think what you're saying is possible. We'd have to go bring the Flumps here and then use this portal to go there, which would probably take longer than we have.
Yeah.
I think the only thing we can do is go ourselves to the crater of Atlas and stop him.
If you do decide to go to Atlas, the teleportation would be instant, and then you would have a week of
And then
preparation.
we're there early.
Then you would have a week of
set up your
preparation.
bomb. Whole last week
you
for
think
a
I
bomb.
want to go for? Why do you think I wanted to know the time and want to go now?
God damn it.
I can.
I mean, I'm down to go now. We could actually set up.
Yeah, I'm good to go now.
All right. I mean, if we're all in agreement, we should get there, because I think not stopping Terror Salam from reaching the body of a dead void god would be bad, maybe.
Well, first
Yeah,
off,
and I gotta
before we
save
go, I just got one question. Petra, what exactly do you plan to do?
I need to
Just
free
so
him
we're on
from
the
the
same
void. I need to
page.
save him.
Okay. So, don't want to destroy him.
But are you willing to kill him
Because Petra, you might have
to
to.
save him?
I don't know.
Any other character I would shake vigorously, but not child.
Not
Pick her up and shake
what
her.
are
Fuck
you
it.
gonna do?
What are you gonna do about it?
Boffides will kneel down and put his hand on Petra's shoulder and say, "Do not worry, Petra. We are doing what is best for Terry. Sure, it will be extremely painful for him as he dies, and it is very painful to die, so I have heard. But afterwards,
crying.
it will be very, very good for him."
Just imagine Boffides cracking a little bit there as he said that.
Yeah.
'Cause he wants to cry.
Nobody's fucked up.
Perhaps we can just.
What are you gonna cry, little bitch?
Maybe shit and come?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Get it together, people!
Well, yep. Here we go.
Send it.
I'm going to
Blue
reach out
Skidoo,
the
can't
hand
you?
and raise the blood in a pillar and arc it over into an archway to make the door portal.
As you begin to cast the incantation of the spell, the ritual that you have seen from the book itself. Yeah, that exactly. Visibly speaking, you would see the blood itself solidify into 4 separate pillars of each corner. The blood would then ascend into a stairway, or just like stairs, begins to descend to a platform, as raw energy begins channeling from the blood of Div, from the day energies. So, as mentioned before, I will reinstate. Originally, this is a one-way teleportation that will take you to your destination, in which case would be Atlas. You may attempt an Arcana check, Sogu, if you were the one casting the spell, to see if you can fortify this teleportation into a two-way portal. Otherwise, if you roll low, this is a one-way ticket, and you will not actually be able to come back to this area. Sachi, if Sachi would like to, would Sachi can provide the help action to you, which would allow you to roll this Arcana at an advantage. And since Sachi is helping you, you may now roll an Arcana check at an advantage.
And we have the same modifier, right? +5.
Yeah, +5.
Okay. So then I will roll at advantage. Arcana!
Arcana.
With a 23, you will begin to see the red stairway and portal begin to open, as reality itself seems to rip and almost tear, as if someone was opening the curtains. You can see in this magical haze the crater of Atlas, this giant deep crater with the ruins of a long since prosperous city, as Atlas has departed from Io, elevating itself to the sky in clouds, yet never to be seen again. You have successfully fortified the portal, as the blood will then turn into a deep purple and freeze over into a marble-like rock. The portal is open. You now have opened a portal to Atlas that will remain there, so that you can go back and forth between this location if so desired, as long as the portal isn't disrupted or dispelled by a powerful mage.
Why would we ever want to come back here?
I don't know, but it's neat.
It's neat. We got a two-way portal.
Hey,
I still want to bring the Swamp Army here.
Are you just
great job, everybody.
Are you just jumping in, Sogu?
Yeah.
Once it's ready, I will make haste.
Before I
down.
jump in, I'm gonna look at Nissa and go, fun fact, blood magic is actually a sub-school of necromancy. And we'll just jump in.
So it's dead!
Oh, this is
both of these,
Get on!
both of these will fat roll into the portal.
Okay.
Nissa walks over to Lisk, who has been forgotten about. Shakes him gently.
What?
We're going to Atlas.
Oh, okay.
She takes his hand. Come on.
Thanks for the trip, Mom.
Jesus.
This says telepathically into Lisk's head.
You can't. You get blocked.
I want in!
No.
You keep forgetting. I have an item that blocks you from that.
Let me in!
Let me in. With that,
Man.
that concludes today's session of Radiance as you begin to
All
depart
right.
over
Oh,
to the
wow, I
uh,
want to
yeah.
see the other side.
To
I
the
also
crater of
wanted to
Atlas.
let you guys know he's holding the wine bottle of his mom's blood while he says that.
Jesus.
Jesus.
You gotta get that away
Christ.
from him.
Amazing.
I killed my dad and put my mom in a
I
bottle.
killed
Ask
my
me
dad with my
anything.
mom in a bottle. That's a good visual novel.
So
He's taunting Nissa and then just dabbing her way into the portal. It's great.
So, what did you think of today's session?
Fucked.
Blue balls.
Blue,
Suffering.
Blue balls.
blue
I
balls.
was just about to finish, DM.
I've been wanting to get to this place for, what, like 5 sessions now?
Mm-hmm.
And we're here. It only took 5 sessions.
No, I can't see it. Let me see it.
Let me see it. Well, you will see it next session. So, and to make your balls even bluer, and my apologies for this.
Stop.
Next week, I am taking off for a vacation, so we will be
My
off.
balls
next
are so
week.
blue.
My balls are so blue. But the following week we will continue from the crater of Atlas, where you'll begin to see and wonder across the remnants of what Atlas was once ago, a long time ago. But we are approaching our conclusion of Radiance once you figure out what you need to do to fight Terra Salam and the Void Reborn.
That's easy. 1 bomb.
Grabs
Yeah.
bow.
Yeah, if we can.
Can I get another? Can I get
bomb,
one of those
fellas,
damage rolls for what the potential bomb could do?
Yeah,
one
buddy.
One week.
thing I can-
Yeah, let me give you the actual number of what I
I
can.
like
accomplish in a week.
fantasizing about how much damage.
Oh, me
it could
too.
Do.
Oh, I salivate over it, baby.
I want it. I want to see it in action.
All right, let me go and go
I
back
think
to the
the
screen.
last Beyond 20 plugin broke the long rest button, by the way.
Yeah, I
It
think
did.
it did as well. So we'll look into it. Not a problem. Yeah, apparently it's been crashing Chrome and all sorts of fun stuff. So, well, we're
Chrome can't handle
waiting.
the long rest button.
Looks at
A lot of
Lawman.
that.
We're
He's doing
waiting.
Blow it up.
What is let's see, 7.
Void Dragon. Yeah, we'll I'd like to do a one-off with the Void Dragon at some point, chat. I kind of want my dream scenario of the Void Dragon fight, that it's gonna be Lawman as Braun, but I want everyone there player-wise that was there in the offline campaign, but just as like different characters, like soldiers of Braun or whatever, just so they can
Make
relive the
Qua
fight
show
too.
up.
If Qua
Put
shows
Qua
up,
in, put
if
Qua in
Qua-
any campaign.
dude, if Qua shows up, Braun's just gonna kill you. What do you want?
Try it, bitch.
I would love for Quad to be a All King soldier. Well, I don't know how I ended
He's
up
like
here either.
he's amongst the guards wearing like armor and stay calm. He doesn't know.
Trust me, I also want Qua in something, so we will have Qua in something.
Maybe a stupid druid question, but
Yes.
can druids turn into humans?
No.
No.
But humans
beasts.
are animals.
No.
It has to be a beast.
It has
What
to be
about beast races?
No.
They're
Damn it.
still humanoids.
They're still humanoid. That is correct. That is
Dude,
correct.
you want to see Qua? I'm just here waiting for my little cannibal halfling.
Ew.
Okay, I think I did this right. Maybe not. I think that's right. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna roll it just for fun number.
Jesus.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right if we have a week.
189 D8.
Jesus.
Nicely done.
That's 3 level 3 slots per day and 2 level 4 slots per day, 7 days plus or minus the Speak with Dead that I used when we first got there.
I see. Very cool. Very cool. So,
Wait, chat's saying tremor messages. Do I have any more messages?
well,
Does my answering machine have any more messages?
if Kraken would write these messages, I would
Why did he never
absolutely
just type it?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't know either. I will happily give you the message now that you've gone through the portal. If I can recall it correctly, it was, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, what do you mean you're not coming, what the fuck, I'm coming. Essentially, it was just a barrage of cursing and a threat that he's coming after you next.
I erase his name from the book.
Fucking owned.
Yeah.
Thread closed.
It was very...
Thread closed.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
I'm coming for you next.
Yeah. Pretty much.
You fucked us.
Yeah. Kraken was...
I'll kill you.
Kraken couldn't believe it last session. I will tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess from their perspective, like, that's the only thing that matters, kind of thing. Like,
yes,
I
exactly.
mean...
I also did say that everyone was doing that. I felt like no one was doing what they wouldn't already be doing, essentially. So, for example, just as a little bit of behind the scenes of between the campaigns, the Inevitable was trying to get someone to fight that Void Dragon so that they could telegraph attacks. Gave it to you guys. You didn't do it. So then...
Yeah.
He tried another party, the Misdemeanor. The Misdemeanor thought the Inevitable was rude, and so they didn't do it. And so now,
I think you're rude.
You're rude. Fuck you.
So now, the final battle will happen without attacks being telegraphed, and that's just the nature of the biz of consequences.
Look, if Tremor wants to summon a portal and get me, he's welcome to it, but I doubt he will, and I doubt he'll remember me.
Yeah, it's just
We'll
more
be golden.
Well, they know that you guys are not answering the call specifically because of your focus on the Void Terra Salam, because this is what you guys feel is more important. And honestly, like I said, everyone is responding in the right way that they would be responding. Everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing, essentially. As long as you guys are following your heart, you're following what your characters were doing, you're not being, you're not doing like something meta. I'm okay. I'm like perfectly fine with it. So the fact that you guys are not going to be at the Cosmikara fight is completely fine with me, because you all have been like, you all essentially were like, yeah, but this fucking god is like reborn. We're gonna take care of this. I mean, good luck with your thing.
There's a time scale and such. Also, we'd probably die.
Yeah,
that would definitely make it hard to stop the guy if we're dead.
Yeah, so
True.
that's so everyone.
Dead heroes don't save people.
Everyone's doing what they feel is right and just and best. So I don't think anyone is in the wrong. I think Tremor gets to be pissed off. That is totally in Tremor's character.
Fuck Tremor.
And I think you all
like
are totally in the right to be like, yeah, we can't do that right now. We're doing these other things. So what was really funny is when I said that one of the parties had answered the call, I think to Misdemeanor, everyone just assumed it was the goblins that wasn't showing up. And so I was like, here's the phases of the final boss with the goblins showing up at the third phase. And everyone's like, wait, what? The goblins? What do you mean the goblins?
All I know is Joe went in our
Yeah.
Joe went in that Path of the Seven Discord and everyone was like, 6 of us here are fighting Cosma and 1 of us isn't. That's all I'm saying. And I was like, oh god, oh fuck.
Yeah, there's definitely some OOC like banter going on right now, but it's all good. It's all in good fun. So yeah, so we will continue Radiance not next week, the week after, where we're gonna start with honestly approaching Radiance finale, which is gonna be pretty awesome at that point.
Hey, thanks, Brett. I finally get to play a delusional character.
You're welcome. Yeah, you said you said you wanted to suffer, Summer, so I wanted to make sure I gave you the most suffering backstory I could think of.
Oh no, I'm gonna play him like absolutely fucking delusional now, and it's gonna be great.
Okay.
No, they said that they wanted to surfer. You
surfer. Oh shit. We didn't really go to a beach.
It's okay. I got my wine cooler.
Summer, did you like your did you enjoy your Leask storyline?
I am pain.
That's fucked.
I am pain. It's fucked up, but like in the best kinds of ways.
I love as we were going through the church, you made an emphasis on like, there's some creepy monsters, but like, you don't have to kill him. Kill him.
Yeah, those are the best. Those are the best when you present the party with monsters that they can totally avoid, and then just be like, nope, I'm gonna kill it. It's like,
or the blind one that definitely didn't see us because he's blind, and then we just yelled, ah!
Yeah, everyone screamed, kill it. It's like, I can fucking hear you now. Exactly. Yeah, those are the best ones. When you're just like, yep, well, there you are. Behold the consequences of your actions.
When do we go back to the Gamba boat?
Well,
I want to go back to Return to Goblin.
You're gonna have
that guy's so bankrupt.
Oh yeah, you're like, okay, so after Radiance, we're obviously doing Gamba campaign, right? Like just big Gamba campaign. Yeah. But so far, I mean, we're I mean, story's getting close to wrapping up, guys. How have you enjoyed your experience? I hope the campaign.
It's been wild.
Yeah, the 3 chapters have been treating you well, because you guys are definitely been one of the first campaigns, and honestly, we've been doing this
Would you say we're the oldest?
No.
Picking up some
no, but also like not the oldest by like a few weeks, I want to say. So
Dang it.
So, but you're still, I mean, you're definitely still one of like the premier campaigns. Like there was 3 premier campaigns we pitched for IO, and All King was the 3rd one. So like, I still consider you guys like one of like the premier campaigns. So it's always going to have a special place in my heart. But yeah, it's we're almost approaching a year in IO itself. So which is fucking wild. Yeah. So. Yeah,
man. It's been a pleasure the whole way through.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you guys. Yeah, I hope you all have been enjoying yourself and everything's been good. It's been it's been a lot of fun. So we'll wrap it up and end it right. And then for those that are able to, phase 3 of IO's coming, and that's going to be. I have learned a lot of just running an online D&D show over this past year. So phase 3 is like actually putting all that into practice, making it as fluid of an experience as possible, as well as what people want, like, and expect in games. Like, I know I told Summer a little bit about it, but essentially, like, having a conversation of, like, as a party, what are you guys in the mood for? Do you just want me to handle everything? Just, yeah, having those conversations. And also, I told Summer, campaigns are going to have a difficulty scale. So if you are someone who wants to just be like, yeah, just give me the normal D&D experience, you would be like, a 3. But if you're like Summer, who's like, give me the hardest, most suffering thing that you could do, where
I told you I'm the cheese checker.
Yeah,
it's gonna be my job.
Where my character is could potentially die or be constantly threatened, then you want like a 5. So it's gonna be fun. Phase 3 is gonna be a blast. So for those that can't attend it, it'll be awesome, and I'll be reaching out to you guys if I haven't reached out to you already. So all right. So with that, we will wrap up. I will see you guys not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. So thank you again.
Never see me in your nightmares.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
All right. How did you guys enjoy yourself? Good session today? Good session? was absolutely a blast. Ton of fun. Ton of fun. I love the lore. Oh yeah. There's a lot of lore built up, and I think one of the coolest things about IO and why I this is how I wanted to do it is that's all. Honestly, like genuinely, that is all lore from. Like, that's all lore from the offline campaigns. That all happened in the offline campaigns, in the offline worlds. So like, you know, the fallen heroes killing off Div and Void and gods and things like that. That all happened offline, like a year or two ago. So like, yep, absolutely. That's the best thing. That's the best part about the lore. All the D&D games is just building lore for whatever the next phase is going to be. So there we go. Well, that same vacation absence applied next week's Night Wolf session as well. Yep. I am taking a week off. I am going to be offline. So I already told Radiance that I'm not going to be able to, not Radiance. I already told the Night Wolf crew I'm not going to be able to attend next Tuesday. And yeah, but I hope you guys have been enjoying the IO campaign series in general, as well as Radiance. So if you'd like to go ahead and support the World of IO series, head on over to our Patreon. I still need to update the Patreon slide. I'm going to do that probably today or tomorrow. I've got a lot of D&D work that I have to do in general to prepare for the big final battle that is happening this Thursday, which, by the way, big final battle happening this Thursday. If you have not been in tune with it or followed me on Twitter, let me actually give you guys a little teaser, if you do not mind. It is going to be a 9-hour battle, but I promise you, it's not going to be. It's not a 9-hour battle. It's not a 9-hour battle where it's just one of the same battle. It will actually be multiple chapters / phases of the battle. So it will be an engaging 9-hour session that's going to be telling a story between all three player parties. So don't think you're going to be watching the same thing for 9 hours. It's going to be separated into 3 phases. The first phase will be the misdemeanor sailing upon the ritual site of the old academy of the Daymancers who are summoning Cosmikara. The second phase will be the Astral Academy fighting off against Cosmikara after their final preparations there and essentially no one answering the call. And then the third session will be the Goblins of Io facing off against the parasite that is infected within the mind and brain of Cosmikara. All 3 phases need to be successful, or actually at the end of the third phase, the battle needs to be concluded and successful, because it will ultimately determine what is going to happen in the final act of Io. What threats the Io denizens will have to deal with, what campaigns are going to have to deal with, essentially how big of a role is Cosma going to be for the denizens of Io while we wrap things up. Because if the invasion is successful, which it very well could be, due to either preparation or a lack of luck or a lack of battle, it will ultimately affect the final act, like actually representing the final act as determining what the presence of Cosma on Io is going to be, essentially. But if it is stopped, that would be a good thing as well. Dangers will still be abound, but Cosma's influence over the world of Io will not be as prevalent. So with that, I have been posting some things on Twitter, but I will give you all right now. Let me go ahead and see if I got this. The first phase of Cosmikara, as you will see outside of the ruins of the old academy, Cosmikara attempting to break through into the world of Io, a simple shadow of its former self attempting to break through, as a ritual casts into the sky, pulling through the space baby. If the ritual is successful, it will fortify Cosmikara's descent in the hopes that the Daymancers of the old academy will get their opportunity to tap into this foreign Cosma power. And you'll learn more about that. If you'd like to actually know what the old Academy is doing in its relation to Cosmicara, watch the last session of Misdemeanor, which happened last Friday. You can actually watch the VOD right now. That will actually give you some history and lore into what this first phase is going to be. So, if you'd like, a second teaser has been posted over on Twitter. So go ahead, check it out. I can also post that here. As I try to, like, freaking set this stuff up. So, yeah. Things to look forward to as Cosmicara is beginning its descent into the world of IO. Absolutely. This will be what we present ourselves with the first phase. Each phase will have a movie that simplifies, and not simplifies, but represents where in the fight we currently are. So people may actually carry over to phases if they so wish to assist the other campaigns in what their role is and have to fight against Cosmicara. But ultimately, it's going to be a 9-hour epic, each phase telling a different story, each battle evolving into a different story. It is going to be my magnum opus of final battle and combat. So please be sure not to miss it. It's going to be taking place this Thursday at 3 p.m. EST, and we're going all the way to midnight with the 3 different parties as they fight off against this fearsome foe for the future of IO and where IO is going to be in its final act. So please look forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a great conclusion to our second act. So with that, let me go ahead and get the spiel out of the way. Thank you so much for watching. Miss it? I missed this because of work. Don't miss it? Question mark. What? Anyways, please consider supporting the Patreon. The Patreon itself is a great way to support IO and support myself in this endeavors. I'm able to focus on D&D as a whole, as a career, as well as IO because of the support from the Patreon. We just entered a brand new month, which means we're immediately going to see a dip of people who are going to let their Patreon subscriptions lapse. So now is the best time to support the Patreon. The Patreon includes MP3s of all the sessions that we've done. I think we're behind by one, but I'm gonna go ahead and update that along with Radiance today. And we're also going to include some new tiers. The level 10 tier, which is the art tier, is now going to include maps that have been built in the world of IO. Instead of it being at the level 20 tier, you can now be a level 10 subscriber, and you will get weekly maps that have been developed specifically for the World of IO campaign series. Level 20 tier includes game master notes of battles, encounters, my sort of like theories on DMing, on gaming. I'll go ahead and just kind of like let you in some of my thoughts. I might do it in a podcast format at some point in time, but the level 20 tier is definitely good for you aspiring game masters who want to peek underneath the hood and kind of like dip into my mind a little bit. So there'll be a weekly thing for that starting this month. Also want to give a shout out to our big Patreon supporters, including Why Not Gemology, Baker Staunch, Wiry Traveler, Conair on DVD, Starter Pack, Lobar Panda, Twitching Pickle, and Eagle Wolf. Starting this month, I'm going to be giving more value to level 10 tier, more value to level 20 tier. With weekly updates essentially. So please consider supporting the Patreon. It is it's a great way to support IO, and you get some great stuff and things with it. If you actually contribute enough, I will build a monster, and or build magic items for you that you can go ahead and use in your campaign. You can actually hire me for your own services, essentially, for D&D games that you are personally running for people. Those are also some lovely Patreon perks. So yeah, consider supporting. It would help me out tremendously and allows me to focus on this. In addition to that, be sure to follow on Twitter. We got to 10,000 subscribers, or followers. Thank you guys so much for that. Twitter.com/BrettUltimus. Let's see if we can get to 1,500 followers by the end of the year. Also, if this is your first time in an IO campaign, welcome. So glad to have you here. If you'd like to catch up with everything that's going on, we have a YouTube channel, or youtube.com/WhereLevio, where you can watch all of the D&D sessions except, yeah. So you can watch all the D&D sessions and catch up. All of our campaigns are also there as well. If you want to know more about the history of this campaign specifically, the All King playlist is season 1 of this campaign, so consider watching it at that point in time. Or if you want to get to any of the campaigns, all the campaigns are great, telling different stories, having different feels. So make sure that you all, go over, check it out, and I am gonna wrap up for today. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Make sure to consider subscribing to the Twitch channel. We are going to be dropping a new emote tomorrow during the Goblins of Io campaign. Brett to Hug is now finished. So Brett to Hug will be available starting tomorrow. So if you are not a subscriber, consider subscribing today to get yourself a brand new emote, Brett to Hug. That'll be some good stuff. I will have it uploaded and ready to go before the Goblins of Io campaign, so we can really get those sub numbers and ramp up some subscriptions over here on the Twitch channel. We have 4 more emotes slots that we're gonna work on. I'm gonna start brainstorming that. And so tomorrow, 7 p.m. EST, Goblins of Io. Thursday, 3 p.m. EST, the final battle against Cosmokara in a 9-hour super event. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate y'all hanging out. I will be on Arcadum's channel tonight at 8 p.m. EST with Pride of the Night Wolf, where I play Rare to the Kobold. I love the moon. Should be a fun time. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all the next time. Bye-bye.